Hey guys, it's Coaster Fix coming at you. Today we're going to talk about two major new rides coming in 2016. We got the Mako. It's going to SeaWorld Orlando. It's a B&M Hyper, and it looks pretty dang good, in my opinion. What do you think, Blake?
I think it just looks pure fun. With plenty
Pure
of
fun.
airtime
You heard it
goes.
first here, folks. Pure fun. And then my personal favorite, but Mako is still awesome. Lightning Rod coming to Dollywood. It's an RMC and it just looks killer. Airtime after airtime after bank turn after airtime. What do you think, Blake?
Well, it's the world's first wooden launched roller coaster.
Yes,
isn't it?
yes. You are correct. You are correct.
That seems pretty cool, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's a little gimmicky, especially since it goes 73 miles an hour, and the Goliath at Six Flags Great America goes 72. So it really doesn't break the world record by much, just a mile per hour faster.
Well,
So,
let me ask you this, Grant. Do you think it'll be Dollywood's best ride?
well, I mean, Dollywood has. Well, they just got in 2014. They got Fire Chaser Express, which is an awesome, awesome family coaster, which I have not been on. And then you got
The Wild Eagle?
Wild Eagle. I have been on. It's a very fun coaster. I'm not a big fan of the winged coasters. I think they're a little lackluster. I don't know, but
They're fun. They're fun.
yeah, they're fun. I mean, it's a B&M. It's a solid coaster. But I like B&M like in the 90s. I think they're a lot better. But I mean, I don't know. Well, then you got a lot of coasters at Dollywood. You got the Eurofighter there at the park, Mystery Mine. That's an awesome themed coaster.
That's one of my favorite coasters right there.
It's an awesome themed coaster, but I did hear that they took the flame element out of it.
Did they?
I heard that, but I'm not for sure if it was just like a thing that they didn't have for a couple months, or if it's still like that. If somebody knows, just let us know. But and then you got what's their wooden one called? Thunderhead. Is it called Thunderhead? I think their wooden one's called Thunderhead, but don't quote me on that. But I mean, Dollywood just has a great collection of coasters, and this is just here to complement them. And I think it's going to be a great addition for the park. RMC has not let down yet.
Do you think it'll be RMC's best ride yet?
I right now, as of right now, so 2015, I think the best ride is Wicked Cyclone at Six Flags New England. But I think this will top Wicked Cyclone. I do because it's just so much airtime. Airtime is my favorite personally my favorite element on a coaster. So I think it has the possibility of topping it. To be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Dollywood has a brilliant future, and I'm sure that they're going to get many more attractions. It's already a world class place. You got the new Dreamer Resort that just opened up. Dollywood, I mean, is got it going on really. They've gotten so much in the last couple of years since 2012 when they added Wild Eagle. I think it's going to be a great new ride.
And they have plans of getting more coasters too, right?
Well, they never really said coasters, but I think the next I don't know, they had like $100 million or something like that, something or other to spend crazy. So I personally think it'll be a really good attraction for the park. Okay, um, Lightning Rod or not Lightning Rod, Mako, the new B&M Hypercoaster. This one looks pretty good too. Okay, they're both good. Um, but this one just looks like a really good B&M Hypercoaster. What do you think, Blake?
I think it looks a lot like the Goliath from what was that park?
Over Georgia?
Over Georgia. That's what it looks like. It looks like a better version of that.
I mean, it's a B&M Hyper. I I don't know. I think it looks like one of the better B&M Hypercoasters. And B&M Hypercoasters are probably in my top 3 favorite coaster designs. Maybe higher. It's one of my favorite coasters. RMC is probably the top right now, but I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be really good. I mean, and it's going to be right there next to the lake, and it's going to be good for SeaWorld because SeaWorld's, I mean, you got a lot in Orlando in that area, so I mean, there's a lot of competition. But I think it's going to be good for SeaWorld, and I believe it's going to be like the fastest coaster in Orlando, the tallest and fastest coaster in Orlando, and something. So I think it's sure to be a good hit, and yeah, Any last thoughts, Blake?
Mm, Well, out of the two coasters we were talking about, which one do you think is going to be not more successful, but
Well,
a
I
better
think they're
coaster?
they're both going to be very successful coasters and good for their park. Um, Personally, for me, it's going to have to be Lightning Rod. It's an RMC. RMC has not let down yet. I hope they don't. But if I had to pick between the two, it'd be a really hard choice actually, because I mean they both look like phenomenal coasters. But I think Lightning Rod is on the top. What do you think, Blake?
If I had
For
to
you?
pick, I would probably say Mako.
Really?
Mhm.
That's interesting. Why is that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I really like really tall metal coasters like that, like the B&Ms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. I like coasters that go higher.
Yeah,
And Lightning Rod kind of stays lower to the ground. It seems like, but
yeah.
it still looks really fun.
It doesn't go. It's not as tall as the Goliath and stuff, but it has that launch up the lift hill. I think that's like 45 miles an hour or something crazy.
Mhm.
But yeah, and that's also the thing I forgot to mention is Lightning Rod is the first launch wooden roller coaster. That's pretty impressive. That no other. I mean, wooden roller coaster's been around for decades, centuries. I mean, forever, and it's the first one. But I mean, if anybody could do it, it'd be RMC. It's what I always said. So
It's true.
I think it's for sure. No matter what you're into, 2016 is going to be a good year for all coaster enthusiasts and anybody. Just going to be a good year if you love coasters. So, you know what? Ride on.